Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we continue with the realm of Angmar. And I have brought General Bregvin, I believe his name was, up against the Angmar general, whose name I have now forgotten as I have deployed my troops to get ready for this episode. They bring 3,000 men of the north versus our force of 1,800, a staunch line of Dunedain wardens as spearmen, supported with merchant infantry, Arthedain footmen with their maces, all of them hiding in the trees, and then more Dunedain wardens. So we will hope that we can hold them at our front line, which behind is supported by a 4 units of Dunedain Rangers, 404 men ready to shoot 404 arrows per volley. Along our eastern side, we have sworn infantry ready to guard and engage. Should they need to go into melee, these guys are well equipped for it. And on our far left flank or western flank, we have journeymen and archer militia, arguably the weaker of our two sides, but that is already accounted for in the fact that we have the Dunedain scouts and the cavalry will be working from the left wing, trying to keep the journeymen protected while our general holds firm from the center. So without any farther ado, let us get this battle going. And one advantage that we immediately have is we have deployed on the high ground. And this is not a defensive battle, this is an offensive battle. We attacked them, yet they decided not to camp on the back of the hill as I had expected them to do, and instead they will march directly towards us. I will use this time to run our horse archers around the flanks and try to divert some of their attention away from our main force as we are outnumbered. Goblin infantry, snow orc spears, iron crown legions marching the front line. Will our archers be able to take them out before they reach our wardens? That is the real question, but given the history we have against Angmar, I have no fears about their duties. Now, I have gone in and updated my build to include merchant infantry at the tier 3 barracks, and I pretty much just copied the requirements of the Arthedain Knights and Knights of Innuminos. So they pretty much, same requirements, 75% culture and only in the Arthedain region. Since it's not like an official add-in, I didn't have any... I don't want to make it like they were too available. I kind of wanted to make it seem like these merchant infantry will only be armed in a settlement with a very high Dunedain population or culture, while also being at a Dunedain outpost that is already able to create, high-end arms and armor. Shoot those thralls. Our halberdiers are getting closer. They will continue to get peppered. Our only disadvantage here is that they have the trees, which will keep them pretty safe. So we've taken out about 12% of their force. Most of our ammo is exhausted, or at least a good third of it, so that's not too bad. With our savages in the back line, we'll continue to keep the cavalry engaged at a distance here. Why don't we get a early charge on these Angmar infantry? Fingers crossed the journeyman volley doesn't hit us at the same time. And it looks like we are successful at pulling away some of the hillmen. We need to be careful with our cavalry. I think the front lines are about to engage. Iron Crown warriors will be fighting the merchant infantry here. Keep running, lads. I am not bothered at all should our merchant infantry or journeymen get into melee. It is just something they have to do. Let us charge now. Continue to hold a defensive line, and let us move this cavalry into support against the Angmar infantry that are about to go into melee with our journeymen. A point-blank volley into goblin infantry should hopefully do some good damage there. Cavalry, I need you to move up. Another volley into the Angmar infantry right before they engage. We'll turn on defensive mode. They might be able to get one last volley in. Nope, they appear to not be able to. That is okay, though. We have pulled away many of the hillmen and the Rudar savages. Though we are now out of ammo, we will now charge into Snow Orc Spears in an attempt to break them off from our Dunedain Scouts. Not the best charge. The spears, quite durable. More thralls around the area. Oh, we did get caught here by Hillmen. That's not ideal. They actually did quite a number on us. There's a lot going on here. I might actually change the UI to the battle HUD. I need to see what is happening here. That is much, much better. We'll keep on toggling that every so often. You guys hit those Hillmen. Charge in. Yeah, wow, they are still stuck in here against these Hillmen. Come on, lads, get away. I'd like for my archers to fire at theirs. I think we'll charge into their spears. These Hillmen still engaging. Let's pull off of them. A lot of Hillmen over here needing to get into combat. Looks like Witch Knights falling back. That's good. Let's go in for the Iron Crown units now.
The enemy are badly bloodied.
Switch to the Longbowmen. Actually, switch to those Snow Orc Spears. They're a bit more threatening to me right now. We are starting to cause some routes to happen, which is great. These Journeymen, I might charge them into the Thralls. Hillmen are getting cleaned up. Go for a big rear charge on the Ridar Savages. How are Merchant Infantry doing? Not great. They are getting defeated. We'll send in the Dunedain to support. And you guys are definitely in range, so shoot, please. Oh, we ran into Witch Knights, it would seem. Let's get away from that combat. Where are our Sworn Infantry? They are still engaged. Alright, cavalry, run into the other units, please. Those archers shall not be shooting at us for much longer. Hillmen, or Thralls, I should say, getting ran off the battlefield. That is exactly what we want. 6 remain here, though. This is a big battle. Our merchant infantry are going to need some retraining. Let us send in the Dunedain now. I don't like to unless I really need to. Our Arthedain footmen got crushed here by Iron Crown Halberdiers. That is unfortunate. That was a brand new unit. Seems our cavalry does not want to properly charge. We're getting impacted a lot right now by the Snow Orcs that are still in the back. Let's pull away from those. Arthedain footmen, yeah, they did not last. That's actually kind of pitiful. Let's recharge into Snow Orc Spears. Try to get a break over here. They are shaken. Go for those Angmar archers now. Witch Knight still fighting. Spears are not the best troop to send against them. Our cavalry seems to be struggling in this terrain. Yeah, well, Arthedain footmen completely annihilated. Well, what can you do? Going for another charge on the Witch Knights. Can we kill that general? If we can, it will make the rest of their army eventually flee. Dunland Rangers, I don't like having to put them in melee, but they must be the ones to join the front line. An okay charge here. I think because we're in the forest, it's definitely making things a bit worse than they would normally. Oh, and why did you guys charge into Snow Orc Spears? That is not what I wanted you to hit. Go for the Goblin Infantry now. Halberdiers need to be sent away. That would be great. Okay, the general is fleeing. That is amazing timing. It means the rest of their army should be, yes, following now. Goblin Infantry and Snow Orc Spears beginning to rout. Abysmal work by those Arthedain footmen. They were not meant to go up against the Iron Crown. In fact, our infantry got absolutely hammered, it would seem. 30%. It was a big battle, though. We didn't really have a choice here. I think we have actually done all the damage we need to. We shall exit that battle. 424 to 2900. 107 by the Dunedain bodyguards. 135 by the rangers. 211 on the cavalry. Where are those Arthedain footmen? Merchant infantry, 171. But yeah, Arthur footmen only getting 60 kills and losing their entire battalion. That is not good to see. Now we will have to execute General Booth, and then we shall besiege Mount Ground with Bregman. Although we actually have Larnock, who is standing within range of us. I don't know if we could beat him and the garrison. Maybe we can. We still have a lot of cavalry alive, and that's kind of the main key here. His army is not as strong, though he does have... Yeah, the wargs are what concerns me. I think we must pull away. Probably deal with this captain over here, Captain Naos. You need to absolutely die. And Halbrad does have some reinforcements that could join the front line, as it were. We have some rangers sitting in that fort, and Gandalf the White, very close to Morvatarth. I think he will just be the one to besiege it. Get in there, Gandalf. Get a ram. We'll siege it out for a few turns. Ah, Morholt the Hillman is their faction leader. Seems he has never seen combat in his life. Only 2 chevrons. A full unit, though. We shall besiege that, and we have just very, very few armies left of Angmar to deal with. Now, down in the south, I'm not quite sure where we're at. We seem to be sieged at Tharbad. That needs to be dealt with, and we are besieged at Bile. So 2 Dunland armies, but we do hold Brigost and... not Brigost, we have Siduri. Brigost is the next settlement to take, but it seems there are some scattered Enedwythian armies hanging around the area. Barlaman's army cannot quite deal with Brigost. He actually might be able to, but not with these guys hanging around. Instead, we must send in the reinforcements, and we must deal with Captain Fionlog, who has Falon border guards and Falani herders. We will need to clear out the forces of Enedwythe over here on the northern edge of the river before we continue on. If we can completely get rid of them, that would be ideal. We'll have to train anything we can over here, which honestly I don't think we have many units capable of being trained. Maybe some more Bandobras, for example. Alright, Barlaman. Thankfully we do have a unit of Kithe Huntsmen who can help deal with the Falani herders, and Barlaman also is very good at dealing with those. Our issue is that we only have a very meager amount of infantry, so we'll just put those in loose formation. Same with the Sarline Mercs, and we'll keep the Bladesmen kind of out back here. That'll be our main army. Reinforcements from over here. A captain of the Hobbits on his way. And now, Barlaman, I especially want you to deal with the Falani herders. They need to go down. Absolutely. Hopefully everyone can just shoot them down. I'm not concerned about Border Guard. They're very defensive. They're not going to do too much damage to us from range. Barlaman, though, in his Breland plate mail. Yep, look at that. They are wasting their javelins, and they've already killed off our entire bandit unit. Well, what can you really expect? They are now throwing javelins at the gatekeepers, not where I want to have javelins thrown. Falani herders, very dangerous skirmishing unit. It's not even an overstatement. I do find them to be quite dangerous. Now, given that these Falon border guards are getting closer, I think we will turn to engage on them. And you guys, please continue firing at the Falani herders. Where are our hobbits? They are encroaching on the battlefield, making their way downtown, as you might say. Another volley going into the Falani herders. Can we wipe out that unit, which is most likely their general? Down to only 15. We have, unfortunately, run out of infantry to stop the border guards from getting engaged, so we will probably have to turn into melee now, Barlaman. What can you do? It is what it is. We'll continue to fire. Hobbits getting closer. Barlaman should be able to handle the border guards, especially if he can get into a tighter formation. That would be ideal. Heavy Huntsmen, you guys keep firing, because even then, 5 javelins can do some damage to us. Another horseman falls, followed by another and a third. We might get lucky enough to snipe their general. Border guards are doing a number to us. I think we need to send in the Blade Masters here. We might need to shoot up the hill with those Bandobris to fire and support Barlaman's retinue. He's doing his best. You guys keep on firing at the Fulani herders. I guess if it's just their general, we don't need to worry about that. Let's begin firing at the border guards, close range. And Dunland Bladesman, if you could just be so nice as to charge, that would be excellent. Come on, charge. Come on, guys. I want that full unit to engage. That massive 15 attack stat. No armor piercing, but they don't need it against the Falon border guards who have no armor whatsoever to speak of. Oh, it seems the Falon border guards wanting to charge our units for whatever reason. Why are we taking damage with these guys now? Are you telling me the general just charged through like 15 of our Bandobris? That is insane. He just ran through 15 of them by himself. A true one-man army. Well, at least we have our Bladesmen getting more involved in the fight here. We can clear up the Falon border guards. Come on, Blade Masters. These are very strong warriors of Enedwythe. But if anyone can beat them, it is you. Alright, Bandobris, please. Please kill this man's. Yes, there he goes down, but not after he slayed 20 archers by himself. And the army does rout. We will probably execute them. As much as I want the money, we need to get rid of the enemy here. And teach them that they should not be standing against us. Alright, let's just shoot them down. Let's shoot the border guard. TV hunters, get away. You guys shoot those. Archer militia, shoot those. Bandobris, work on them, please. We get 92%. That would be fantastic. 89%. That's pretty much counted enough, I think. And I think, yeah, we'll end the battle there. 133 to 426. Barlaman getting 114 with his retinue alone. Yeah, 145 gold. It's not worth it. I apologize, Captain of Enedwythe, but you are too much of a menace for me to leave around. Now, Barlaman will employ a mercenary retinue of Corsair archers to aid with the war effort here. We have quite the number of troops, actually. I think Barlaman needs to get out of here, and we're out of movement. I think maybe we can coax them with those two units and bring them away. And lumbermen, yeah, those are useless. We could bring in the Dunedain Wardens. Is there anyone else we have in the south, or is that it? Please tell me we have someone at Hobbiton. Alright, we have some Dunedain Scouts and Dunedain Wardens that are garrisoned in Hobbiton. They can make their way to the south. They'll help out with that fight, surely. Undertower still undefended. We can't do much about the dwarves. I will let them make the first move, as we do have an alliance with them.
Your orders, my lord.
However, again, we might be able to just take out Captain Niles. I think we will. He might retreat, though. Yes, he will retreat, which is unfortunate. Now that we do have these scouts here, I think I will merge them. And then bring the two new units in. Let's bring you to merge with that unit. And if we do that, we have 12 left. We can take that unit, move them out of the army, and move you in. That'll do for now. Gandalf is besieging that. We do have an issue with the goblins, though. They appear that they might be looking for war, which is concerning. We are at war with them. We can send these Dunedain horsemen over there to Tyrduin, which honestly does not have much defense. We do have the militia garrison, so that will keep us going. I think we have to get rid of these goblins, though, so I think what I'll do is next turn we'll spend the treasury working on some units from Fenish Druinen and go take out either Osten Edel or perhaps Anon Enerod and give that to the elves so they can actually do something, because they have been doing nothing at all lately. I think we'll let Dunland attack us here, and we'll have to let them attack us at Tharbad too. We don't really have much of a army here to just assault 2 units outside of the gates. So we'll let the Dunland siege commence. And Dunland is attacking us with only one army, though, which is fortunate. The other is apparently not in range. Can we beat them? I think we can. Starting deployment, let's take a look at our enemy. Many naked Dunlandings. A very low-tier naked army. We have archers and we have walls, so we shouldn't have any problems. Like, at all. We can simply shoot them down. Now, they do have axemen with a ladder here, so I'm going to put the Cardelon Sentinels, who are a lot better in melee than any of my other archers. I mean, 9 melee attack. These guys are like Dunedain Helmingas, really. Helmingas do have a very outstanding melee attack, I should say, not missile attack. They're great archers for Rohan, but they're even better in melee. Put these axes right there. And I think we'll run the cavalry outside to engage with the enemy outside the gates. They don't have cavalry of their own. Cardelon Sentinels at some point shall be in range. Do they have siege equipment? They do have siege equipment, so they're going to try to use that. It means we might take either gate damage from that, or we'll take wall damage. We might take the odd casualty. Do they have hunters? They have hunters on their left flank. So we should be able to slide right in there with our cavalry and destroy the ballista. And then probably go in for the hunters too. Dunland cavalry, shields up. Charge going in. We're going to clip a few of the clan axemen, it would seem. We're going to countercharge, but taking out that ballista is important. Clan axemen not too powerful in melee. I'm willing to stay engaged, but it is time to pull out. Perhaps I should have went for their retinue before. We are getting peppered by clan hunters. They are dangerous. So let's try to get away. I see the rocks still flying in. And now that we have an opening, we're going to go turn to go take out those clan hunters. I'm not worried about that ballista. We killed half of the crew. The clan hunters need to die. Sure hope we are firing at those clan axemen. Are they actually moving the ladder to the other side? That's not good. They've actually done something smart. They're moving the ladder to the side where our weaker infantry is. Curious. At least the clan hunters are now wavering, though. We get the whole cavalry unit in here to start cutting them into pieces. Yes, they're shaken. Alright, they're no longer wavering. That shock damage has worn off. Still, they aren't that great in melee. They're about the same as the axemen, but with lower defense. And they are routing. Perfect. Unfortunately, clan axemen are about to get on the walls. So I think we need to switch places here. Alright, now that ballista appears to be wanting to shoot us. Oh, I would actually clip one of those cavalry. That's not good. Go shut down that ballista, please. Oh, Cardelon Sentinels, they are not moving. They are not moving. Alright, you guys need to stay here then. You guys have to stay here. Just stop moving. Just stop moving. Get ready. Get ready for combat. Oh, that was messy. It was very messy. Did we get shot over here? They actually shot a few of our cavalry on the way in. And our militia, good luck. This is not a favorable engagement for them. Still using the old red UI. I kind of like this more. Honestly, this is better to me, I think, than the minimal UI. And honestly, you actually get to see the whole UI that Pythax did. So I think I'm going to roll with this for a while. Yes, the general is dead. I bet he was one of the guys on the wall that has made the clan axemen run for the hills. They're also clan axemen. We're going to go for a big charge. We have 2 units here. We're going to have to charge one and pull out. We might receive a counter charge, though. If they countercharge us, though, look at that damage. They should not have countercharged our cavalry. Oh, that did so much damage. That might... Yep, that routed them. That's perfect.
The enemy's ram has breached the gates.
Now, unfortunately, they have made it through the gatehouse. I'm going to run our archers that way. Plant Axemen, run off the gate. Cavalry, get into a wide formation. We're going to charge these Clan Axemen from behind, while the Wolfguard Pikes face up against the Long Spears in melee. We should do a lot better than them, though they actually can reach us. Our general over here engaging against Clan Axemen. They are wavering, but they still have over 140. Cavalry is taking some damage. We should pull out. We should absolutely pull out. Come on, Cardinal Sentinels, what are you doing? I sometimes really hate wall movement. It's just so buggy sometimes. Another charge going into Clan Axemen. Can we actually finish them off this time? I think our Sentinels are now in a good position to fire at the Spearmen at the gate. Clan Axemen down to 98. I think we're taking some damage due to the towers, which is not great. We'll send the cavalry in a bit deeper. Come on, cut them down. How are they still fighting? There we go. Now we've routed them off. Cardinal Sentinels finally now beginning to shoot. Wow, we took a lot of damage. That must have been from friendly fire. Alright, let's go rear charge the Dunlanding Long Spears, and that should rout them off for good. That, with all the shooting going into them, I think just that little bit of contact, yep, that'll do it. Come on, take out the Spearmen. Spearmen seem to still want to fight. And they are coming back now for more, so let's pull out. Oh, now they're all running. That's great. I just want to keep the cavalry alive, please. Cavalry, please stay alive. Why are they chasing you still? Now you guys deal with those Clan Spearmen. Like most of them are starting to run. Long Spears are coming back. And a big charge into the Clan Axemen. They should be routing for good now. These ones still came back, though. They just love to keep coming back, don't they? Come on, just chase them down. There we go. They kept coming back for more. Well, let us end that battle. Cavalry probably got the most kills there. 500 by the Dunland Cavalry. That is insane. Now we will just execute that Dunlanding force. The wild men shall no longer be free to survive within our empire. Our very vastly growing empire now. We have pretty much all of Eriador. Now, apparently they are leaving Bile. I'm surprised. Or is it Bile? Vale? I've never really come up with a way to actually say the name properly. Although Tyrduin is being assaulted, our garrison will have to hold out. Come on, game, if you please. Captain Ishka does bring only one unit of Black Pit Infantry and Goblin Infantry that are a threat. We do have Dunland Volunteers, a general, and archers, so while outnumbered, we are not out-armed. The one advantage for this type of settlement is the fact that we have this high ground position here that we can actually rain death onto our enemies from above. Our Dunland Volunteers will be key in this battle to hold the line. Keep some wardens out there. The scouts shall run out, and we'll put these guys right there to start firing, ideally at Black Pit Infantry. I will save the cavalry's ammo to deal with the Orc Hunters, but I might also use them to charge the Snaga that they have. The Snaga are a waste of arrows. A definite waste of arrows. Now, it's not like Black Pit Infantry are that good. 714 versus our 713. They're as good as Dunland Volunteers, so they're pretty weak, all things considered. Oh, what is happening, Dunland Scouts? Why aren't you in formation? I'd love to actually charge the right unit. I guess we will just be shooting them for a second, since nothing else is in range. Alright, let's just go charge. Can we get a charge? That would be excellent, please. Nope, just pursuing. Alright, I don't know what's happening here. That's really annoying, though. Guess we can just start shooting at the mountain orc hunters, then. And the Dunedain volunteers are going to have to rush out this side to go deal with those. I don't know why they can't charge them. This is like normal terrain. Well, they seem to be wanting to get engaged with our infantry, so we shall let them. Alright, volunteers, do not let the Dunedain get into melee there. Wardens, protect the volunteers as they fight goblin infantry. Honestly, this is doable. Volunteers against Snaga? Yes, please. Let's just run in there. We send them deep into the line, they'll cut them through even quicker. Seems the rest of their military, though, is struggling right now. They don't have a clear objective. They might be trying to circle us, but it just will not work that way. They are firing, though. These Snaga are firing while we are completely in their face with these Dunedain volunteers. So let us stop that. Come on, volunteers. Get engaged with every Snaga. They should be able to kill them a lot quicker. Now, I mean, they're all over this unit. Stop them from firing. There we go, 108. They are wavering. That's a good sign. Yeah, I think they might not be necessarily bugged out, but they are definitely trying to go the long way around the settlement. They're trying to flank, but we are too fast. So the Wardens, just keep that wall happening. Thank you. We'll move them up a little bit closer. They can start poking. And I think we've cleared out the Snaga unit. Yep, down to only 25. Charge that goblin infantry now. Everyone else is firing at, looks like, mountain orc hunters. Well, let's hit those black pits now. Alright. Dunedain volunteers getting ready for a big flank. The more units we get in contact, the better it will be. A lot of the Black Pit infantry are dying. We've killed about 50. Now, will they get a charge, or are they just going to walk into combat? Appears they will just walk into combat, which is not what I wanted. It appears to be this area seems to have some type of bug that stops you from actually charging. That's quite annoying. Alright, well, at this rate, I think we know where this battle is going. We're going to keep shooting those guys. I'll leave it on time 6. Black Pit infantry nearly defeated. I'm not sure where those goblin band are even going. Looks like the enemy general has fallen. Captain Ishka is gone. Surprisingly, these goblin infantry are still fighting. It's been so long since we've even fought the goblins, really. Are they actually running for us now? It appears we've cleared out the Black Pit infantry. Oh, let's see. Let's shoot those, please. Volunteers going to melee with the goblin band. We should have no problem finishing off 3 orcs in melee, 3 orc hunters. And come on, get behind them. And there's the rout. Let's mop them up. I can ransom goblins. Goblins are ransomable, right? And we'll end that battle. I think we all know the Rangers probably got the most kills. No, volunteers, 296. I guess that makes sense. They fought the whole unit of Snaga. Now, I do think it would be nice to actually have a stat on that screen that says the value of, like, gold that you did against the enemy, rather than just kills. 'Cause kills can be misleading. If you kill 1,000 Snaga skirmishers, that's like the equivalent of, like, a single fountain guard, for example. I think a gold value would be a nice stat, but Medieval 2 is very old. Or I think it's under siege. Oh, that means that Isengard is doing abysmal, aren't they? They have none of this territory. It's all Rohan. Except for down here. Here, construction report. Argond got a school that will help us get that Dunedain culture up even quicker. Get a dockyard there. Interesting. I think we'll get the moot hole, though. Now, I have petitioned for the lumber camp to be buffed, because if you look at it, it gives you nothing more than the hunting camp, except for the ability to train lumbermen, which aren't that great of a unit. There's no additional income, no trade, nothing, and it costs 2,000 gold with 5 turns, versus the hunting camp, which is 3 turns, 1,000 gold, and you get woodland hunters who are very, very useful. It's just, why would you ever go for the lumber camp unless you were just swimming in money and had nothing else to build? It's just such a pointless building. What were we making here? Oh yeah, the moot hall. So you finished that. Karis, Nur, and Led got dirt paths. That'll help us get reinforcements just a bit quicker. I think we need to get a school here if we are to try to get our units a bit faster. Oh, we might have to do that with poor Willishar too. Although maybe not. Maybe not. So your faction announcements. Alf got an inventor. That's cool. We are the most advanced faction, and a lot of things have been recruited. Now I want to get a spy over here to check on Buzzard Doom, so I might go recruit one at Hobbiton. Maybe we'll do Michael Delving. It's a little bit closer there. Now, is there anything else that's not building? Hobbiton isn't. Hobbiton can't get anything, though. Numenos is doing the Royal Hall. Deadman's Dyke has ceased construction. There's not much left to make here, though. I guess we could go for the Guild House and get the roads. The only place that doesn't have roads. We'll do Guild House and just make everything else cheap. Look at that army, though. That's pretty nice. Ari Donyanak isn't building anything, but we kind of need troops now that I think about it. I said that earlier, didn't I? Get a blacksmith and finish Druid in. Let's get some armsmen, blade masters. The Cardinal Sentinels are pretty cheap. We'll pick up one of those. Against the goblins, we don't really need elite units. We could go with sworn infantry, maybe some wardens. I guess we want some bladesmen. They are very, very nice and defensive. So we'll do that. We'll get ready to push this way. Now, Gandalf, can you assault Morvitarth? What's in here? Morholt, Defenders, Hillman, and the Wargs. I think we need to wait a little bit longer before we engage in that conflict. With Captain on the way to Cor Willishar, who will join Barlaman. It appears that our distraction has worked. They've pulled out of Dolvorn with their general, so all of Enidwite's forces are within view, or at least I would assume they are. A couple of small armies. I might clear up some of these off-screen real fast. At least this one, Captain Osgore, because he's meaningless. We might do something here with Aragorn too. We are very close to Londare. Londare would be a nice settlement to have also. But then we are pretty much encroaching on Enidwite's front line. I think I'll do a couple quick battles off screen on these minor skirmishes, and then we'll pick it back up. And it appears Angmar had a dirty army hiding somewhere with snow trolls and a ballista. Where did this come from? They shouldn't even have had anything left. Oh, I guess that's what I get for not paying attention. That is scary. Snow trolls versus Gandalf. That is definitely the battle of the episode. And we might be able to actually, if we win this, we will get the settlement. And we can kill Morholt, which would be very nice. The Snow Trolls are a big threat, though. We have Blade Masters. We have a very small but elite Dunedain force here. And if we can act swiftly enough, we should be able to clear out our enemy. I think we'll get into loose formation. They're going to shoot the archers for sure. In fact, we might want to send the woodland hunters up like that. Archers back there. Actually, let's switch them. I want Dunedain over here in case they use that ballista on us. We're going to need to somehow charge those guys. That's going to be difficult. And also shoot them with everything that we have. They also have Warg skirmishers, which is threatening. Alright, we're going to go in for a cheeky early charge. I don't think we really have a choice but to do that. We might use First of the Astari also. We might not need to. They're not chasing us. Oh, look at that. We actually killed a few trolls on the charge. Okay, that works out. That works out great. All archers fire on that man. Oh god, they're doing damage to us. Let's use Fist of the Astari. Can we get a stun? We did not. Come on, take them out. They're firing at our Blade Masters. That's not good. How are our archers this bad at killing warg skirmishers? Like, come on. Alright, let's get away from those snow trolls. They did a big amount of damage to us. Oh, they're fast. They're very fast. Oh, they're way too fast. Gandalf, no, what are you doing? No, what is your bodyguard doing? Come on. Oh, no. They're getting stuck. They're moving in a very weird formation. Come on, keep running away. What is he doing? The snow trolls are faster than us. Alright, come on, just take out the ballista. So firing at the Dunland cavalry, it's not doing anything. And look at that reinforcement wave that's coming in. We've silenced the ballista for a moment. Just a moment, though. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. You guys, run away. Come on, guys. Keep moving away. Oh, this is bad. This is getting dangerous. Sworn infantry, start firing at the warg skirmishers. Gandalf, you are going to need to do a lot of work in this battle. We can't have you dying to any snow trolls anytime soon. Alright, get away from those thralls, Gandalf. That is a waste. We have to charge in. Actually, those are pikemen. We can't do that. Oh, it's bad. We're going to have to ignore the ballista. The ballista is not worth having Gandalf be that far from us. Can you guys... Oh no, those trolls are getting in. Alright, Gandalf, get engaged. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. The sworn infantry are going down. Gandalf, hit those thralls, please. Or Angmar infantry, I should say. Yeah, Angmar infantry. I'm not worried about the ballista. The ballista isn't going to do too much. But look at that charge. Perfect. Getting rid of the Angmar infantry. The more we can just get rid of them, the better. Sworn infantry not doing so hot at the moment. Switch to the Warg Raiders, please. Blade Masters have to fight pikemen. We're going to take some long shots by that ballista, but it won't do that much damage at the end of the day. I'd love to charge those pikemen from the back, but they seem to have perfect targeting on Gandalf at the moment. We're gonna have to go for those archers now. Oh no, they've engaged everything on our sworn infantry. The sworn infantry are just dying in mass. Oh, that's so bad. At least we're gonna get a wide charge here, taking out a lot of Angmar archers. Excellent job. Alright, where's their general? I need to figure that out. He is in the thralls? Or is he these warg skirmishers? He's the warg skirmishers. Gandalf, you have one job. Take those guys out, please. Take him out. He's very damaged. Come on, Gandalf. It's not that hard, man. There we go. Can we get a charge here? Or are we too close? We're too close. Alright. It's too close. Run away. They just need to keep on firing. Snow trolls will be later. Gandalf, big charge on the thralls. Clear up our wardens, please. Then we need to support the Blade Masters who are getting crushed right now. There goes the thralls.
The enemy are badly bloodied.
Our Blade Masters surrounded by pikes. That is very bad. You guys switch to the Hillmen. Woodland Hunters keep firing at the Huskarls. Dunland Rangers retreat. And let us free up the pikemen. Here we go. Here's the charge. Come on. Make them rout. How are they not routing? That's so bad. Oh, yes. There they go. Okay, great. Alright, we have a chance. We need to hit those snow trolls now. You guys shoot those snow trolls also. Oh, alright, you guys hit countercharge the snow trolls there. They're getting way too close. Blade Masters are not going to do that great against Snow Trolls. It's pretty bad. We might be able to get a charge here, though, with Gandalf. I just have to ignore that ballista. Gandalf, please kill a couple more trolls, please. Please and thank you. Come on, yep, there we go. Another 2 go down. That's good. They're absolutely doing a number to us here. Alright, we need to free up the hillmen. Oh, we just have to ignore all of these. Alright, hit those hillmen, Gandalf. Right from the flank. Oh, what a weak charge. What is happening? What is that charge?
We've lost half of our men.
Yeah, that's okay. We're gonna keep losing most of our men. Now you guys charge the pikemen. Gandalf, that was the worst charge I've ever seen. I mean, I've seen some pretty bad charges. Merholt's engaged with the rangers. They're not gonna last too much longer. Alright, Gandalf, what is with your bodyguard? You're being so unresponsive right now. Come on. Kill the hillmen, please. I need these Dunland wardens free. Big charge. They're doing a huge amount of shock damage. With Morholt still alive. We need to kill him too. 3 trolls remain. Not too bad. You guys switch to the Huskarls, please. We need to get those Riddar pikemen off of our bladesmen. Alright, let's hit those pikemen. You guys work on those Rogue Raiders, or no, shoot those Huskarls. Alright, no, you need to chase down Routers, Gandalf. Oh no, get away. Get away. They've cleared up the Wardens. The Wardens are done. It's the last of those pikemen. Oh, and we're in a tight formation. This is bad. Yep, just keep killing them. Do not let them get away. That ballista needs to be the very last thing that we deal with. It is just not going to do the damage that I would think a ballista would do. Alright, Hillman. Last thing that's fighting here. We have very few cavalry. Going to get a couple of these pikemen in the charge. That's nice. Where is Morholt? Is he staying by the works? He's staying by the works to keep himself alive. Can you believe that? And I'll keep the men fighting. This is so close. He's so exhausted now. He's not going to have much stamina left to really do damage with. That's too close for the charge, isn't it? Yep, Gandalf can't charge anymore. That's not good. Alright, just go into melee. We need those hillmen gone, please. It's amazing that they are still fighting. I guess Morholt is their overlord, so they absolutely will fight. Yes, the Rangers were able to kill the wargs. Gandalf, go kill. I guess they probably have Morholt, don't they? Woodland Hunters, work on the Warg Raiders, please. Gandalf, go shut down the Angmar archers back there. Gandalf, what the heck are you doing? I said go hit those Angmar archers, thank you. Actually, you know what? No, go kill Morholt. If he dies, we win the battle. Come on. Can we get a charge? Yep, here comes the charge. Ballista is coming in, though. That's scary. If any of those hit Gandalf, he will die. Come on, bring him down. Now, let's send in the 3 here to go deal with that. You guys go deal with the Angmar archers. Morholt is down to only 2 in his retinue. Come on, Gandalf. Another charge should hopefully do it. Lances out, lads. Yes. There he goes. Let's go take out that freaking ballista now. Oh, they're going for Gandalf. Oh yes, they're switching targets to the Dunland Wardens. Great. Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh, that was way too close. This shot was way too close. Come on, take out the ballistic group. Take them out, guys. Come on, how are they still fighting?
The enemy army
Woo, there we go.
pursue and run them down.
Oh, that was really close. Gandalf, you absolute mad lad. Only 267 in that battle. Those trolls were so deadly. That was the most important battle that Gandalf the White has had. They're executing that remnants. I want this city. Oh, and that actually made them go rebel. No, we don't get the city. Are you kidding me? The city went rebel before we could take it, and now the civilians are uprising. Well, I guess we have to still take them out. I think 233. Maybe Gandalf can do this. That is tragic. We've beaten Angmar, but Morvatarth rebels on us. What can I expect from this game? Alright, get rid of the siege equipment. None of that matters. I guess we can kind of use it to build a defensive area here. That's really our only hope, I guess. You guys drop that ram. Right like that, please. And Gandalf, you are going to be vital. At least we have 36 Royal Knights here, so that's kind of our shining hope, as it were. I think we just go in early and hit them hard in the side. Gandalf, fresh from his last victory, ready to go right into the frying pan again. Or out of the pan, into the fire. Big charge from Gandalf. Deep into the enemy formation. 13% dead off the charge. That's what we need. Landsmen are reloading. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Alright, let's try to stun them. Are we gonna get it? Yes, we do. Come on, Gandalf. Big charge, please. That is only half of the formation. What is going on with his bodyguard? Oh, we're still getting a ton of kills. Alright, the rest are now following suit. Our bladesmen will they just have to hold the line. Hold the line, lads. Hold the line. Gandalf, run away, get behind lines. He's going to need some time to actually build up momentum here. Alright. Let's switch around. Can we actually get a proper charge this time? That would be beautiful. Firing overhead. I think we need to go into melee with the archers. Here we go. Lances down. Perfect charge. Look at that damage. Turning the balance of power. We've killed 51% already. They're wavering. Gandalf pull out for another charge. Blade Masters trying to hold the line against all the hillmen and landsmen. Yes. They're abandoning. They're fleeing. Alright, one more charge. Oh, the routing ones are going to kind of get in the way. No, we do push through. Come on, get those rebels out of here. Then we must execute the populace. They are all rebels. Oh man, that was annoying having to do that battle again. But with a fresh Gandalf, anything is possible. We will still move in the north. We will still take out Latash and Mount Graham. And we will border Gundabad, which is a problem. Now, how many do they actually have here? 7,100. Yeah, we have to. Now, the rebels will still... are they going to chase down our army? No, stay away, please. Stay away. I don't want to fight you anymore. Don't train anything. Don't build anything. Whew. Morvatarth can get a Swordmaster's Guild. Yes, please. And Angmar's Iron Reach is frozen in place, and the ice-ridden claws are blunting at last. The orcs die in their hundreds, and the strength and dark majesty it once reveled in bellies the malice that drives that force. Its resources run thin, and the chill air seems warmer today. If the enemies of Angmar are not smashed in open war soon, the days of Angmar's ancient curse may yet see it blunted, if not broken in total. Those who remember will surely see that at the last. Oh, this is interesting. A messenger from our eastern border has just arrived, and he brings interesting news. Not 6 days past, a small group of hillmen from the fens of Rudour came to the walls of his town and asked to speak to the king of the Dunedain. The garrison commander went out to meet them and found that they are the men of the Circle, Rudour's closest approximation to a governing body. They said they have come to him for help. The men of Rudour have suffered at the hands of the Angmar, who they say treated them with scorn and disgust. The old alliance, it seems, is long dead. The Rudarians wish to make peace with us. Their commander now pointed out how coincidental it was that they now seek peace after their armies have been defeated. At that, the chieftains dropped to their knees, and as one, they gave an oath of fealty to the king of all Arnor. Each man then took out a knife, made a cut across their arm, and sealed their oath in blood. 2 days later, hundreds of Rudarians then flooded into towns and villages on the border with Rudour and pledged allegiance. It would seem that the men of Rudour will now fight with us again as they did 1,000 years ago. Though, technically, we already unlocked the men of Rudour with just simply having reforming Arnor. You already get them, but that probably should be a trigger for it. But that's a nice little touch there. Oh, Bilbo Baggins got a ranger cloak. That's fitting. And Gandalf got Athelos. That is also very nice for his retinue. I think we have to immediately get the library rolling here. Anything we can get rid of? I guess the Hillman camp can go away. The war camp is also unneeded. The barracks gives loss. We will keep that for now. And let's get a spy here. Get some vision in the territory. Put a few watchtowers up. That sounds good. Put one more there. And fall back to Morvatarth.
Yes, my lord.
Bray got a moot hall. Finally, we'll get the Elders Hall. And Barkelig got a stone circle. Let us get the school here since we need that culture to rise. Gobodrain also ready for an upgrade, so who are we to deny that? And resistance was futile, so I think that will do it for the episode. This was an extra one for this week, so I hope you guys enjoy the additional upload. We will have to clean out the Angmar rebels and then take out Mount Graham and Latash, finally owning all of the north. So until the next one, my friends, farewell.